Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now, when we last left off, we took a little fishing trip. We caught the Hylian Loach again as an adult, and we basically managed to do basically everything that we can here at Lake Hylia, except for one last thing, but we'll get to that possibly before the end of before the next episode. So, we're diving in. Guess I can finally ditch this ugly blue tunic. Seriously, what kind of game would put Link in a blue tunic? Now, I guess she tried going as far as she could. Let's move. I have no idea why she stopped. Now, before we head on to our next destination, there are going to be a few stops that I have to make, particularly right here. Now, let me bring up my hammer. Check for a hollow spot. Aha! Cannot believe that I never knew that you could use the Megaton hammer like that. This is an important business, Scrub, because look what he has to sell. Alright, you win. In return for sparing me, I will sell you a piece of heart. 1 piece for 10 rupees it is. 1 piece of heart for 10 rupees. And this guy never comes back. Thank you very much. I just remembered that there's another piece of heart that I can get. But I'm close enough to the entrance of, well, you know. I'm gonna head on over to the Gerudo Valley first. And night is falling. Perfect. No offense, Epona, but we don't have time for this. Keep going! Jump! I love that animation. Right. There you are. But, just gonna check around to see if there's another one. There is another one. It's not as if it's witchcraft. Witchcraft. Oh, but it is. Dark and powerful magic. Right. That should be the last 2 spiders in Gerudo Valley, or at least this portion of it, the canyon. And the sun's coming up. And I haven't even talked about the carpenter yet. Hey Muda, what's up? I am the Master Craftsman, and those Gerudo thieves, they broke the bridge. I want to fix it, but all of my workers are gone. They said working as carpenters isn't cool, so they went to the Gerudo's fortress to become thieves. Thieves! Thieves! Hey you, if you're going to the fortress, would you mind finding out what my workers are doing over there? Probably doing nothing, just laying about in a room all day. Here, I think this is yours. Hey! That sword! It's mine! But I thought I left that saw with my old lady. Oh well. My big Goron tool broke, so I was going to Goron City to get it repaired. Your coming here is great timing. Will you give me my saw? Good, kid. Thanks. I'm sorry that I can't give you something good in return, but take this anyway. This? I've already got one of these. Traded your poacher saw for the broken Goron sword. Visit Big Goron to get it repaired. Seriously. Yeah, it's a C item. I've already got one. Looks like this item doesn't work here. Where's Epona? Oi! That's my horse! Well, anyways. Just let me check to make sure. Oops. The map is this way. Yep, got them all in the Gerudo Valley. There is one in the market that I won't be able to get until I'm returned to the child timeline. Yep. We're going to be headed for Kakariko next, but first we're going to make another stop over in Hyrule Field. There's something that I needed to do, and it's about time I get down to it. Because now that I have the golden scale, it'll be a peach of cake. Don't move. And what's that down there at the bottom? I said don't move! I could just use the Zora's Tunic and the Iron Boots for this, but I wouldn't miss out on this. Awesome, and that makes 16. So another 8. Completed another heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased. It's weird because I'm not exactly sure where the remaining 8 heart pieces are. That could be troublesome. Alright, opponent. I want you to remain exactly like that, because when I come back for you, it's going to be quite a scene. Those of you who have seen my audio drama at this point, you know that I heavily dramatized this portion. Smoke. Village is on fire! Skulltula house. Sheik! Get back, Link. Sheik! I think that in the N64 version, that shadow is actually blue. I wonder why it's this reddish-brown now. Or maybe it's only blue at night? I've never really checked. Looks like you're coming around. Link, a terrible thing has happened. The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko Village, had sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. Actually, the previous generation's leader had done that. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke and it escaped into the world. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. Link, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil shadow spirit and save Impa. Yeah, that's the first time it's ever been directly told that it's the person connected to the temple is the one who is going to be the sage. Although it does seem kind of weird that all the people that Link met in childhood are the ones who end up becoming sages. I mean, what are the odds, right? I guess it must be destiny. There's an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is teach you the melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow. Nice legs. You have learned the Nocturne of Shadow. Let me take care of the village. I'm counting on you, Link. And that's the first time in a while that Link doesn't try to stop Sheik from leaving. Because he knows how important this is. Now, as I mentioned, the idea behind this is that you would go back in time to childhood so you could go to the bottom of the well in order to get the Lens of Truth. But we have already done that. So, hey Andrew, do you have anything to say about, like, what just happened? Okay. Bright as daylight, that one. It would be cool if the graveyard was now overrun with more monsters, like Poes and Redeads and whatnot. There's the entrance to the temple. Seems like a pretty heavy sun shower. It must be the Shadow Spirit. He's preparing a song that will create a storm that will engulf all of Hyrule in darkness. Torches. Lots of them. That's the Sheikah symbol on the door. And that's the fire symbol there. Well, this place always was in the shadow of the Shadow of Death Mountain, the fire temple, you might say. So, uno, dos, tres, hit it! The Shadow Temple. The Shadow Temple will yield only to one with the Eye of Truth handed down in Kakariko Village. Too bad there aren't any real doors here. Would have loved it too. Ooh, this works. Right. I'm just gonna go back out there for one quick minute. And I'm gonna use the automatic tether system. Because why walk if you don't have to? One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. Or you can basically look for the walls that have those blue eyes on them. Sometimes it doesn't always work. Shadow Temple. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Yep. When they invaded this land and routed out the original royal family, drove them into the hills. Fortunately, some of them were able to escape with their lives and sought out a new beginning in the hopes that they would one day rise to power again, toiling as a mere farm worker. Can't wait to get the map. What is hidden in the darkness, tricks full of ill will. You can't see the way forward. Oh, hell if I can't. When the pot starts flying. Okay, you don't have to repeat yourself. Seriously. But seriously, like, none of this is ever really addressed. Ah, great, not you again. Looks like more tightly knit web. Friggin' dead hands. It moves so weird. I don't even think I meant to kill him with that slash. I don't even know my own strength. Let's do a quick once over. Please be something good. The hover boots. I have no idea how anybody can stand wearing these things. I mean, yeah, basically like when you use them in the desert, it prevents you from sinking into the sand, but it's basically like walking on ice everywhere you go. The last time someone trusted in boots, Dora got lost. Right, I knew I wasn't supposed to come here first. I was supposed to go over here. You know what? I don't need no friggin' song, sun song. Going up. Right. Well, looks like I've been everywhere here, so. I've been everywhere, man, I've been everywhere. Trouble I've had my share, man, I've been everywhere. I have a feeling I'm gonna need these soon. Mr. Skullhead, Mr. Skullhead. Don't stop, keep going. Yeah, if you actually do that wrong, the entire floor like drops on a hinge, and you fall into darkness. Right. Let's try out these new slippers. Huh? A tongue. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Devil's Toilet, the arena that fortune teller Baba had in Dragon Ball. And no, I'm not going to give context. Big Beamos. Too far, you threw it behind him. This is another place where you can summon a giant fairy. Yeah, big fatty. Let's see, I came in from the west, so that's east. That's trippy. Man, these walls look like something you'd find in Doom. Did I say you could look at me? Don't look at me. Don't look at me. You keep advancing towards me, it's only going to cause you pain. Here it comes. Get off of me. Right. Reveal your secrets. No compass. Right. Anything I might have left behind? Here's what I like about the Shadow Temple, is that there's no upper levels. It's all just one big giant basement that keeps going down and down and down. And it gets bigger the deeper you go. What kind of place of worship is this? What kind of a place is this? I hate that you can move faster than the blades. Just gotta make sure for traps. Key. There we go. And now I guess we can head back. Yes, I get it. You have astigmatism. Holy crap, that last door is real. Man, he can keep it up for a long time, can't he? Right, let's keep going forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving. That's it. Right in the nostril. Nasal cavity. this is no temple. Torture dungeon. Nothing? Nothing at all? Wonder how many times I'm gonna fall in this place. Toro! Get out of here. Goodbye. Friggin' red bubbles. You belong in the fire temple. I mean, I know that we're technically on the same mountain, but still. He's walking on air. We must hurry. There's nothing to fear here. That's what scares me. Stay here. If you insist, senor. Sea slugs made of steel. I hear a creepy crawly thing. It's a long shot, but it'll make it. Hello, my pretty. Ooh, arrows. Can't say no to that. Wait a second, there were supposed to be 3. Wasn't there? I better save. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could be so free. Dang it. He was trying to cut me off. Did you see that? Pretty sure that that's the way I have to go, so I'm gonna go that way. But let me double check the map. Take off these worthless slippers. Yep. Can't believe I forgot to sell off the blue fire. Oh well. Right, looking for a stone umbrella. I probably shouldn't have wasted that. lot of stuff stashed down here. Well, I don't see the need to ever come back here, so let's head on out. Blow them on, hit them up. He's floating in midair! How does he do that? Right. This room. Not that this room is particularly difficult, I just find it annoying. Mr. Skullhead! Mr. Skullhead! Ooh, there's a spider behind him. Right. I think that each temple has at least 5 spiders, so... Who said that you could move? I like that the Shadow Temple has a unique mechanic to where the keys can be found like... Why isn't it working? The keys can actually be found lying around instead of inside chests all the time. Where is that blasted bat? Easy. Easy. He's coming in. He's gone. Yeah, you sit back down. Don't look at me. Huh. Look at that. Items that you get in one temple being useful in the next. It's almost like people's opinion of Zelda games is entirely inaccurate. Even positive opinions. Oh!
Watch out!
Here, I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Those who have the sacred feet should let the wind guide them. Then they will be led to the hidden path. That's what they said. That's what they are saying. Get back there. Get down on it. Phone in. Don't worry, he's just going to check out his dead friend.
Watch out!
And this is another place where you can summon a big fairy, but not why I'm here. Ah, genius. Dang it. Ooh. I guess Diptos don't really have much solidarity. I can always depend on Pot to solve my problems. And the key. Alright. 5 cents. I really do wonder what the royal family knows about what's hidden down here. This is the ferry to the underworld, and it's waiting to launch at their command. And I didn't start the timer. God dang it. Yep. This is the prison cell. Basically, you climb all the way back up there to the higher levels. You fall, you find yourself in a pitfall. But I'm smart enough to avoid that. You know what to do, Navs. Alright. This should be the last time I have to use the ocarina here. Here comes me! Wow, I can't believe I actually hit. Right. Now let's launch this sucker. I wonder, can I... I guess the boat is actually made out of steel. Even the deck that looks clearly like it's made out of wood. Let's see. Pretty sure that was 4 Skulltulas, so only 3 more. You know, I really hate to say it, but I think that the Shadow Temple might be the easiest temple in the game. Freeze. Really, the Stalfos are actually just meant to be a distraction, because I wonder if I can knock him off the edge. Hey, he started to go off. Right, that's that. Ah, abandon ship! Abandon ship! Link, the ship is sinking! Abandon ship! Get onto the shore! Well, he was a ferry to the underworld. I'm down to one last shot and my last high note before that blasted underworld gets my goat. My dreams are on you, kid. Go make them come true. Invisible maze. How quaint. Ow! Owie! What's in here? Bloody hell. That's 2. People were being tortured down here. Either that, or the Shadow Temple is actually just basically Hyrule's sadomasochistic dungeon, and they basically like filed it under a religious building in order to get tax exempt status. Nah, I can't blow that up. Ba-na-na-na. That's the poor fella that crossed the line earlier today. You know, if I was actually a bit more clever, I probably would have made a Game of Thrones reference with that rack thing back there. That technically counts as one hit, right? Yep, one hit. Triple skull heads. And I think that the last spider should be in here. Yep. Exactly like the other one. That makes 5. Yep. 84. I find it weird that the bomb flowers last longer than the regular bombs. Alright, enough of this. Amen. And I'm at maximum rupees. Where's the key? Where'd they come from? Maybe there is no key. No key? No key? Well, I think that's all the rooms. Oh, okay, maybe one. Oh, how could I forget about this room? It's the only other room in the game where you have to use Din's fire. The walls! The walls are closing in on us! Don't just stand there, brace it with something! 3PO! Shut down on the garbage smashers on the tension level, will ya? Shut down on the garbage smashers on the tension level! No, shut them all down, hurry! Linkzilla used Firewall. It's super effective. I'm pretty sure that other chest just has like 5 rupees in it, so it's not even worth it. That guy can live. He's just gonna come over here and mourn the loss of his best friend, which he was only able to communicate for the last few centuries through a wooden wall. But yeah, like I said, this dungeon, it's cake. Like, if you can get past how spooky everything is, like, if you don't let that distract you, practically just... I do like this puzzle, though. That's cool. Yet somehow the arrow ended up all the way up there. I take it the Shadow Beast must have destroyed the other bridge. Ocarina. I need it one more time. Just for the completion's sake. just wish Navi would let you lock onto him. I have a feeling that I'm gonna need the boots for this one. Oh, dang it! Right, let's do this. The boots basically technically allow you to avoid, like, bouncing whenever he pounds on his drum, but I don't care, I hate them. It's a giant bongo drum. Phantom Shadow It'll be some time after before fighting giant hands became like a thing with me. Wow, didn't even know that you were shooting what? Thought you had to wait for him to charge you. I just wish that we interacted with Impa before, like, this battle or whatnot. See, like, how she's doing. Oh, that was easy. Like I said, the Shadow Temple is the easiest one in the game. Dun, 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 dun. And we're already past an hour and 4 minutes, despite how easy it is. Where is time going? Because it does not feel like it took me that long to actually do this. You got a heart container. Your maximum life energy increased by 1 heart. That makes 3 left. Sup, Impa? The boy with noble Zelda's Ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. You see, this line of dialogue is weird. She's introducing herself, even though we have already met, and then she goes on to prove that she has actual memory of me. Watch. We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. So they surrendered, Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. See? She clearly does remember me! Now I see that you have become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 wise ones, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. Yay! Grape-flavored! You receive the Shadow Medallion. Impa awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Please look out for the princess. I kind of wish that there was more of an epilogue when it came to the Shadow Temple, but kind of like with the Water Temple, but now we just come back here. Let's see. There was an epilogue with the Forest Temple and the Water Temple, but really no follow-up on the Fire Temple, apart from the ones that you make yourself by visiting the Gorons and having them, listening to them thank you. I cannot believe I fell in the hole. That's perfect. That's a hole in one right there. Friggin' dude perfect, I swear to God. Speaking of dude perfect, I still cannot believe that right here on this patch of dirt, Dampé dug up the friggin' heart piece on the first go. I just love the fact that that was being recorded. But anyways, before we finish off this episode, there are a few things I'm going to want to do. But wait, I'm completely maxed out on money. Shoot. There's just not enough to spend in Hyrule. Let's see if this works. Oh. Holy shit, 150 rupees. But, the other guy is charging 300. All sales final. Dang it, I didn't accept. Not now, Navs. I need to go up the mountain. Huh. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Gotta love the long shot. Hey, you. I want to talk to you about your craftsmanship. Only 200? And now, Nabs. The things I will do to both spend money and earn money. What? Glad to see that the color in the music has returned to Kakariko. Hey you, load me up. Oh, I cannot believe I just did that. Oh well, I burned this guy's store to the ground. How exactly does this beggar have money to spend on blue fire, though? And why? Well, I got my money back at least. All because I am a stubborn and prideful person. Cannot believe that I friggin'... Well, anyways, that is all the time that we have for this video. Before we head on up to the next location in the Gerudo Valley for the Spirit Temple, we will basically be taking care of one last thing. Now, if I can do it quick enough, I'm pretty sure that it will work out perfectly. Because then I will basically, like, have, pretty much I'll spend the rest of the episode doing the Gerudo Fortress and possibly the Gerudo Training Ground, depending on how long it takes me to do that. So, no wait, I can't do the Gerudo Training Ground yet. Crap. I feel like maybe the entire episode should be devoted to the Gerudo... I don't know. I feel like the episode after that should be devoted entirely to the Spirit Temple, but I just know I'm not going to be able to get there within the next episode. So, next time, we'll be heading on over to the Gerudo Fortress. The desert. That is where Ganondorf the Evil King was born. If we go there, we might find something. Great idea, Navs. I like your thinking. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment on the comment section below. Share, like, and share with your friends. You want to keep up to date with the continuation of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time coming your way in the future, then be sure to smash that subscribe button like you're banging a bongo drum or something. I don't know. And ring that bell for notifications. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.